Hi everybody, hope you're doing really well. Lifting Consciousness Soul Tribe. Energy is building up to this new moon next week, new moon in Pisces. Of course, we're in Pisces season now, so happy birthday to my fellow Pisceans, because I am a proud Piscean myself. So to all my fellow mermaids and mermen out there, I'm sending you love and blessings, but of course sending love and blessings to all of you. This is a particularly magical Piscean time. So as we're approaching the new moon next week on the 2nd of March, making sure that we're getting those intention settings and manifestations clear in our mind about what we want to move towards, what we desire, what is truly in alignment for ourselves in terms of our divine truth within. So checking in with the soul and intuition and setting our intentions based off that, because it's a particularly potent new moon that's going to help drive that energy forward. I thought I'd just jump on here. I've done a collective reading this morning, which was very interesting. So check that out on my page. And that was mainly, the message from Spirit was very clear. That was about moving away from toxicity, anything that's keeping you, well, a feeling of being bound or tethered to something that's not serving you. Moving away and actually putting the work and effort into something that is more in alignment with yourself. The Two of Cups did come out in that reading, and although it wasn't overly love-based, it was more of a general reading. That could of course mean that as we're moving away from what's not serving us and moving towards what is serving us, that soulmate connections can be happening. And it doesn't have to be romantic, it could be just part of our soul tribe. We're connecting with people, kindred spirits, that are going to help move us forward, because we're going to help them move forward in that aligned way, okay, as the energy is supporting us. So it felt very much like that. And of course it can relate to soulmate situations, because that could be where we do find the loves of our lives. You know, the Union card came out, Four of Wands as well, as a hidden energy. But we need to be moving away from those cycles that are not serving us, closing out what's not serving us and moving forward. So I thought I would just jump on here and just take some extra cards really for my Lifting Consciousness family on here. Interestingly, because I've got the Universal Weight deck, and what keeps looking at me is on the bottom of the deck, Two of Swords, which is all about making a choice. But often here, because she is blindfolded, it's kind of a bit of uncertainty. But at the same time, it can be a false uncertainty, because often we know the choice we need to make, but we keep ourselves blindfolded to the truth. And that could be through fear, pain from the past, experiences from the past. It could be anything to do with that. And that could be what's leaving us in a bit of a crossroads situation in terms of choices that we need to make. So going within and feeling into it, because we are in Pisces season. It is a water sign. It's all about the feelings and the emotions and going with the flow. This is of course air energy. So it's very much in the mind, trapped in the thoughts. So making sure that you're feeling into things. What's also interesting is, before I did the collective reading earlier, in my mind, I had the song Born to Try by Delta Goodrum. Don't know if you've heard of it, if you're familiar with it. But the lyrics that were playing in my mind was, you've got to make choices, be wrong or right, okay? So I would encourage you, if that resonates with you as I'm saying it, listen to that song, Delta Goodrum, Born to Try. And it's almost like we've got to make choices to move us forward. And the whole bit about being right or wrong, it's not that there is a wrong choice to make, because we're always making the choice that we feel is best in that situation. We can then course correct, but often that might send us on a detour, but it's a detour that we need, if that makes sense. But we have to make choices in order to propel us forward, or to exclaim to spirit, to the divine, to the universe, that we're ready to take that next step forward. So I hope that makes sense, and that could be a very specific message for some of you out there, but it was in my mind, and of course that is a sign, especially with this coming up, making a choice. So let's just take some additional cards for my Lifting Consciousness Soul family. Okay, what do we have, please, Spirit? Again, from the Pure White Light and the Power of Unconditional Love. Temperance, Sagittarian energy, Major Arcana energy. So this is all about that flow again, and as we see, the Archangel Michael here, blending together from the Two Cups. Now I mentioned Two of Cups earlier, didn't I? So it's not a coincidence that this has come out, because there is that harmony, that balance, okay, but also that flow. It can also represent needing a bit of patience, but that could be patience with yourself as you're working through these changes. But ultimately, it's fire energy as well. So maybe having that drive within, but a balanced approach, a harmonious approach, making sure that things are in balance and in alignment with yourself. And on the bottom, Strength card, Leo energy, so more fire energy there, more Major Arcana energy. taming that lion within, but also recognizing that we need the lion to have that courage to drive us forward, to take action, to propel us forward. And what I'm drawn to is the infinity symbol here, okay? So that could be significant for some of you as well if you're seeing that around, okay? But having the strength to propel yourself forward in terms of making the changes that you need to make that's in divine alignment with yourself. What else do we have, please, Spirit, for the collective? Yeah, that is a message that Spirit wants us to know. Have the strength to move forward. Have the courage and strength to take those actions that you know are in divine alignment with yourself, that uphold your values and your truth, but having the strength. And Spirit is reminding us that we've got that strength, but we've also got strength from the divine to assist us with that as well. That's very clear because that was hidden energy on the bottom and now it's come out. So perfect. Thank you, Spirit, for that confirmation. Okay, what else do we have, please, for the collective? What do they need to know for their highest good? Okay, that one flew out onto the floor. Page of Swords. Okay, so that could be a message of some kind that's coming in. It could also be that clarity within yourself, because as you're facing that Two of Swords moment and you're needing to make a choice, perhaps that's you then holding the one sword and saying, right, okay, I've made my choice, I'm going in that direction. It could be that you need to express something to somebody. So when you think of a page as being a messenger, you could be the messenger or somebody else could be giving you a message, and it could provide clarity, it could provide truth that could help your decision, that could help your choice, but ultimately you could have made the choice and now you are stepping forward, so take it how it resonates, okay? And also it's almost like looking back at the past and going, right, okay, I'm going to now step forward into what I want to do. I'm looking back at the past with gratitude, forgiveness, and how it's helped me evolve, but I am now facing forward in the direction with my sword of truth, and I'm going to move in that direction. Here's one last look goodbye, and I'm going to move forward. Okay. Ace of Cups is on the bottom there. Oh, Judgment, that one wanted to come out. Okay, more Major Arcana energy, very powerful. So this is Libra energy, and again it kind of confirms that balance approach when you think of Libra, but it's also about answering the call, answering the divine call, answering the call within your soul of what you know and feel is true for you, and taking those steps forward in order to do that. So that is clarification of that. Okay, can we get one more card, please? Yes, that one wanted to jump out. Oh, and Page of Wands. Very interesting that we've got two pages. So you might actually be dealing with an air sign and a fire sign, but you don't have to be. This is just the energy of the cards. But also when we look at how they are, and as I mentioned, this page is looking back on the past, almost in the direction of this Page of Wands, who has got the Ace of Wands. So when you think of it, the pages are holding like the ace of that suit. That's how I feel through it anyway. So the page has got the Ace of Wands going, right, this is my new passionate beginning that I want. This is a creative endeavor, project, situation, relationship, whatever it is that I want. I've got it held firmly in my hands, and I'm going to move forward and I'm going to take action towards that. And this clarity is backing that up as well. I'm clear about what I want to do and I'm moving forward. Okay. It feels like there's another card that wants to come out. Okay. Yes. Okay, that one flipped. Yeah, that one showed itself to me on the bottom before, so that's also relevant. A bit like the Strength card, it wanted to be seen, okay? So King of Wands, again, you could be dealing with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag. You could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag. You don't have to be. It's the energy of the card. And it's a King card, but it doesn't mean that I'm talking to just masculines only, because we have both masculine and feminine within us. This is the energy of the card. But this is the King who has also got the Ace of Wands, but who has established his seat on the throne by working through everything that he needs to work through. He has got the go-getter attitude and that courage within, okay? So when we think back to the Strength card, okay, and there is also a level of maturity here, because through the evolution, because we've got the page using that strength to get to the king status, okay, using that wisdom within and that strength within to get to the position on the throne, okay, of them being able to help, inform and inspire and empower others. So your sense of duty within, as part of your divine truth, could be that you want to help inspire and motivate and empower others. And by doing that, you've had to go on your own journey, because of course, Our personal experiences can help others as we're working through and we are ascending and we are growing spiritually. We can help others and getting to that seat on the throne, but actually having gone after what you want in order to achieve that place on the throne, if that makes sense, okay? Answering that judgment call of what your soul's telling you and guiding you to do, making that choice, stepping forward with that clarity and with that truth, that inner truth, but having the strength. There's a lot of fire energy here, so going after what you want. First step is making the choice, and then it's all about taking that fire energy and moving that forward and propelling you forward, okay? And on the bottom, Knight of Pentacles. So that's all about movement towards a new stable beginning. So by doing that, you are moving towards a new stable beginning. Very powerful, liking the energy, but making sure that you're feeling into it, okay? And you're moving away from anything that's toxic, anything that might be keeping you bound or keeping you away from doing what you know is in divine alignment with yourself. And you'll know that within. Check in with your soul and your intuition. Remember, we're in Pisces season. Embody that high priestess energy and go within and truly then move forward in the direction that you are aligned to move forward in. Break away from fears of the past and move forward empowered to do so. Okay, I'm going to just use the Angel Answers Oracle. Let's see what else we have, please, for my Lifting Consciousness family. Okay. And I'm also drawn to say that there's somebody I would recommend you actually checking out on YouTube. He's also on Instagram, Brandon Tobias, my soul brother. So I would advise you checking him out if his messages resonate with you. He's got a YouTube channel called Science of the Soul and Stars, and he does live sessions every Sunday. And he's also got a twin soul, twin flame reading channel as well. But he's also set up a community to help spiritual people move forward in terms of their spiritual growth, and as part of that community and that soul tribe of helping each other grow and evolve, learning from one another and truly motivating each other to move forward. So as I say, YouTube, Science of the Soul and Stars. On Instagram, he is at BT Speaks, so it's Brandon Tobias. He's also on TikTok as well, but I just felt drawn to saying that because he's doing a lot for the collective, and he's using tarot and astrology to provide those messages to help people grow and to empower them on their journey as well. So check him out because he's done a very recent video in terms of finding your soul purpose, and I think that might resonate for a lot of you, especially the cards are coming out and sort of saying, right, move forward in divine alignment. If you're feeling a bit stuck to do so, check him out, check that video out on his YouTube channel, okay? Right, yes, so this was in reverse. Look for a sign. So this is very much that energy of a lightning bolt coming in. And when you think of that kind of, right, that lightning bolt is hit, that's illuminated something, it's actually shaking something up, and we're all going through that at the moment in our own situations, but lighting the way as well. Okay, it's in reverse, so you need to be open to the signs, okay, because it was in reverse. Be open to the signs, ask your spirit team, your guides, your angels, ask the divine, however you resonate with source energy, through meditations and so on. Ask for a sign and be open to receive the sign, okay, because the signs are all around us, okay. And on the bottom we have a year from now, okay. So it feels like in a year from now we're going to be in a very different situation, okay. And we've got the globe here, and that makes me think of that new earth energy, okay. So really truly hone in on what it is you want to achieve from your life, how you want to move forward, okay, through your spiritual evolution and ascension, and take those steps as necessary, okay, because we are co-creators of our own reality, so we can dictate what we want for our lives and work with the universe, and the universe will support us if it's in divine alignment for us, okay. Let's see what we have from the Queen of the Moon Oracle. Okay, Queen of the Moon Oracle. Let's see what we have for the collective, please. What does the collective need to know in this moment? Thank you so much. Okay. So definitely check Brandon out. I'll pop his Instagram handle in the description as well. Yeah, purity. The light makes me think of that light within, and embracing that purity, that divinity within to make those choices. Card number 30 reduces to a 3. So again, with the manifestations, making sure you're in alignment with your divine truth. Okay. I've also seen the release card. So again, it is releasing those cycles that are not serving us to move forward. Okay, that's that. Yeah. Amazing. Resilience. Okay, so that's card 21, which also is a 2 and 1 is a 3. So again, manifestations. But this makes me feel like the 10 of Wands in tarot, where we see somebody burdened. Now, this is a card of resilience. So it's saying that, yes, you've been resilient, you've been strong, you've carried this weight, energetic or otherwise, for so long. Okay, that could relate to situations, experiences, connections. But now it's time to actually release the burden, continue being resilient, because of course, when we carry those burdens, when we go through those experiences, it's all part of our spiritual evolution, and we become stronger as a result. We become more resilient because we know that when we're faced with other situations that are similar, or just other situations generally, that we're more resilient to take informed judgment within. And we know that because everything we experience goes into our wisdom bank, as I like to refer to it, in our soul, our intuition. And our intuition is always guiding us if we're open to it and we can listen to it. Remember the High Priestess energy of the Pisces season that we're in. So our resilience is testament to our faith, our spiritual evolution. But sometimes it's time to release the burdens so that we can move forward into that more kind of purity vibe, but to also carry that with us that is in divine alignment with us. So, you know, we might have things that we need to carry with us on our journey, experiences, gratitude, love, but making sure we're not overburdening ourselves, okay? And we're releasing what we need to release. Very powerful as we come to the new moon, even though the full moon is more attributed to releasing, but making sure that we are releasing what's not serving us ahead of the new moon, so that on the new moon, we can set those intentions to move forward of what we want to manifest into our life. But remember, the new can only come in when we release the old. We have to make space for it. And what I'm also drawn to here is the fact that she has her eyes covered in this card, okay? And there is also a leaf here, which is a brown leaf, if you can see that. So again, shedding the old to have that rebirth, that purity, that rebirth, to move towards the new, okay? And it also makes me think of that Two of Swords vibe. If I can find the card, I can't find the card because it was just shown to me, wasn't it, at the bottom before. But knowing the truth within, okay? And using your third eye in that respect, okay? You know what choice it is you need to make. So have the faith and courage and the strength to move forward, okay? Because growth is needed in a situation. When you do that, you can grow further, you can evolve further. This is card number 5. Change can then happen in your lives, but positive change. So I hope that finds you well, and I'm sending you love and blessings. Take care, and if you'd like a personal reading from me, do check out details in the description box below. But in the meantime, I'm sending you love and blessings ahead of the new moon next week, and take care. All the best.